I'm going to give you 6 habits today that will completely change your dog's life. And I'm going to warn you right now, 3 of those at least are going to make you roll your eyes. And those are probably the ones that are the most important. So stay with me. I'm Lisa, founder of the High Vibe Dog. I help dog mamas stop unknowingly harming their pups and create a toxin-free high vibe life using my high vibe dog method. This month, we are talking about prevention versus panic. And today we are going to get practical. 6 habits, the ones that keep your dog in prevention mode permanently. When I learned this, it changed everything. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then it makes you think twice on every single thing you do, which is actually a good thing because then you know you're protecting your pup. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to tell you a story about Panda. He was a huge, very large dog. He was a sheepadoodle. And he could not climb stairs. His hips were in so much pain that nothing conventional from the vet prescribed worked at all. And within a week of one supplement, he was running and playing at the park again and climbing up and down those stairs with no struggles at all. His mama called me out for not being consistent enough with something after that as well. And I can't wait to tell you the story. So definitely stay for it. If this is your first time here, let me know in the comments, drop some pause, and tell me honestly how many of the 4 pillars, how many of these specific habits are you actively working on now? Food, environment, the products on and in your dog, and your own personal energy. Give me a number in the comments below. And please hit that subscribe button and follow me for more because I'm going to be doing way more information, way more reels, way more YouTube videos on this topic. I am shifting and changing things, and I'm excited to keep you in the loop. And I am so grateful that you are here. So thank you for watching. Now, has anyone ever told you that something you were doing specifically for your dog was overkill or maybe unnecessary? I remember getting that frequently, and I thought, really? I'm not listening. Because I always will take the people's advice for what's going on in their own life. Not what they say, but what they actually do and how their environment is and how their pets are, etc. And that makes the biggest difference of all. And because I know that phrase is useless, and I've heard it more than once. And I am here to tell you it is not. You're not doing too much for your pup. Probably missing a couple things on the way. And that's why I'm here to tell you. So, nobody's going to tell you this but me. So, let me begin. Most dogs' health advice is reactive. Back to the prevention versus panic. It's always in the panic mode. Something goes wrong, and then you try to fix it. That's panic thinking, triage. And when you've been trained to think that way because of how conventional medicine works, you just keep going with it. High Vibe Dog Mama does not wait for something to go wrong in their life with their pup. She has 6 daily habits that make going wrong significantly less likely and her much more confident and peaceful knowing that she's doing the best she can. Some people think this is extreme, too much, overkill. I beg to differ. Those same people call me when their dog is sick. And my goal is to keep that from happening and keep it from happening holistically. So, here is what this means. And here's where my point of view comes in. What looks like overkill from the outside is just prevention from the inside. And the dog that benefits from it does not know the difference. They just know that they feel good, that they don't have anxiety, that their body isn't aching, that they don't have digestive issues, that they're not scratching. So, how many of you have been told that you've been doing too much for your dog? Too much? Put that in the comments and let me know, because I can honestly guarantee you that's probably not the case. So, with that said, how about we go into the habits? So, habit number one is the food quality. Every single day, what goes in your dog's bowl is either building their body up or slowly depleting it. And that's completely 100% up to you. Every bite is either working for them or against them. There is no neutral meal. It's one or the other. High Vibe Dog Mamas know that what's in the bowl, in her baby's bowl, she reads the first 5 ingredients before she buys it. She looks at the brand and learns about the actual brand of the food itself. Has there ever been any recalls on the food? Ever? That's a bad sign. What are those ingredients? Are they organic? Are they grass fed? And she's moving towards whole food and away from any processed food whatsoever. And she does not let convenience override intention. Pillar one, that's pillar one. And that's a non negotiable every day. I had an instance recently with a close friend of mine. After all I say and do, somebody had left some dog food in the laundry room and his property manager gave it to him. He didn't think twice about it. Guess what brand it was? Pedigree. That alone is bad. But what was interesting is he went ahead and gave the dog some food. And then he got a message that Pedigree had recalled their foods, certain flavors. And it happened to be the same style that he'd gotten. And the dogs were getting deathly sick. And he was panicking. And I said, had you just not done it? He goes, I know. I would have never worried about it. He goes, I learned my lesson. These things happen. And the idea is his dog did not have an issue, but that's not always the case. So if you constantly are sourcing solid food, what are the brands you buying, or are you making it at home? You'll be able to alleviate a lot of these concerns right away. Habit number 2 is the home environment. What your dog breathes and lives in every single day is a direct input into their health. The floor cleaners, the laundry soap, the candles, the sprays, the synthetic fragrance plug-ins. High Vibe Dog Mamas run a home that supports her dog's body instead of burdening it, and it supports her own body as well. She knows that what she cleans with, she has made the swap. She's very conscious of the ingredients in what she's cleaning with. She does not bring toxins through the front door at all. An absolute no. That's pillar 2 of the High Vibe Dog method. The environment your dog lives in every single day. Now, step 3 is product awareness. And this is what most people roll their eyes at, to be honest with you. And this is something that is almost paramount to anything else. It's reading the ingredients on the dog shampoo, on your own shampoo, on your laundry soap, grooming sprays, all of these things. What's the ingredients? Makes a difference. And here's the thing. Your dog absorbs everything that touches their skin or in their environment. They're always absorbing it. And most products marked as natural or eco-friendly contain ingredients that are anything but that. It's nice to create products and put trigger words on them so it looks like a solid product, but is very, very far from it. So a high vibe dog mama reads those labels, understands what those ingredients are, and says no, and chooses something else. Consciously is aware of what she is looking at, what she's considering buying before she throws it in the cart, before she uses it. And that is pillar 3. And yes, it takes an extra 30 seconds to a minute just to do that at the store. And also looking for other products that don't have those ingredients at all. So raise your hand if you've been surprised about what product you looked at and thought was safe and it actually wasn't. Has that ever happened to you before? Drop a yes in the comments if it has, because that one, honestly, that one's thrown me off a couple times when I myself didn't realize and I didn't look that closely at it. And I've done that with my own food and my own diet and my own products as well. I read the label and I'm thinking, oh, it's good. No, it's not. And so that's something that is paramount on making sure that your dog is in prevention, that you're in prevention mode. So let's move on to habit number 4 through 6, shall we? Habit number 4 is outside time with paw wiping afterwards. So that means lots of outside in the sun, running, playing, fetch, dog walks, sniffing, you name it. Everything. Your dog must be outside. You do too. You need it as well. Movement, sniffing, that really gets their mind going. Fresh air and connection with nature and grounding in the world. That's not an option for a high vibe dog. It is essential, honestly, for every dog. But that part, but that's the part that matters. The more you can spend time with them outside is absolutely paramount. But here's the thing, when you come back inside, you've brought the outside with you. So there's all kinds of things in the grass and outside. So you want to make sure that you wipe their paws, clean their paws with a non-toxic paw wipes. Even the easiest thing you can do is get a washcloth and just wipe their feet down. I spray a little, I keep one at the door actually, and a little spray bottle full of water and essential oil that just disinfects their paws and cleans their paws, but doesn't dry them out. And I'll spray that on and wipe them off, and then the paws are clean when they come back inside. That is something that is very, very important. Dogs are walking through everything from treated grass to parking lots and who knows what's on the ground, sidewalks, everything. And they're licking and sniffing everything. And this actually cleans their paws. So I personally use, as I said, that washcloth with that. And I also buy thieves wipes or seedlings wipes as well. And they're all completely eco-friendly and organic. 30 seconds at the door. I keep everything right there. And I know that they will be safe once they come inside the house. And I will be too, because bringing what's outside inside is never a good idea. The more you continue this habit, it will eliminate most of the significant daily absorption sources from being outside, pretty much to almost zero. And that is what is extremely important. That goes back to pillars 2 and pillars 3 of the high vibe dog method, working together, environment and product. So that's what's awesome about that. Now, let's move on to number 5. Let's go over number 5. Number 5 is, this is something that you can bring to the table and it's going to help you just as much. So habit 5 is grounding rituals for dog mamas. I know. You're thinking, what? But what about your energy? I get this all the time. The roll, the side eye, it makes a difference. And your dog's energy directly mirrors yours. And here's the science behind that. Your nervous system directly regulates your dog's nervous system. Your cortisol levels elevate, and they will elevate their cortisol levels. Your calm creates their calm. It is documented, and it's not so woo woo after all. And here's what's unique about this practice: if your dog's right next to you and you're grounding and meditating and calming down, you got your hand on them, it's building a deeper bond between the two of you at the same time. A high vibe dog mama has a daily grounding practice, meditation practice. 5 minutes on the floor with your dog. Deep breaths, hand on the pup, as I said, and being present, just being there. And taking that time to connect. And then guess what? That costs nothing, nothing at all. And often is the fastest pillar to shift, and you'll see noticeable changes right away. And that's pillar 4, which is you and your energy. So that is crucial to a high vibe dog. Now, here's one that most people don't think about as well. And with the way food is and the environment is on a day to day basis, it's extremely important, because I can guarantee that your dog probably needs at least one of these. You want to know what it is? Habit 6 is a supplement protocol. Your dog's body needs more support than just food alone. And especially in a world full of environmental toxins and processed inputs and chronic stress, a targeted supplement and a targeted protocol fills these gaps. And it's just discovering what's going to be best for your dog. It's always an omega is like a guarantee. A protocol I recommend and use with Thule personally includes Young Living's Ningxia and Ningxia Red. It's an antioxidant and it's immune support. It has so many other amazing properties. We both took it together. And then another one for bones, BLM for bones, ligaments and muscles, hence BLM, and Ningxia Greens for cellular support. And I also gave her an omega as well. So we together took these same supplements, and that's what's unique about it. Most people don't think about that. So when you're purchasing supplements, a lot of the time, or especially with these, I can't guarantee others, but with these, you adjust the dosage, of course, but you and your animal, you and your pup can take the same supplements. Worked out. We have the same stuff going on, as we do most of the time. Our animals mirror us. And so it's a quick, easy process. So what supports the body at a cellular level, again, works across all species, which is quite unique. Saves time too. And taking them together in the morning became our morning ritual. So that actually made it much more important on both a physical and a soul level. So that's pillar 1 and pillar 3 working together, supporting the body from the inside out every day. Just is. So I want to go over these 6 habits again, and just let you know. So 6 habits of a high vibe dog mom to have a life of prevention versus panic. Habit number 1 is the food quality. Habit number 2 is the environment. Habit number 3 is product awareness for your dog and yourself. Habit number 4 is the outside time and constantly making sure that the paws are wiped when you come back in. Habit 5 is a grounding ritual for both you and your pup. And number 6 is a supplement protocol. These 6 habits done on a consistent basis can and will change both your dog's life and yours, and will turn from being panic and worry into prevention and confidence and peace. And that's really what we want. We want prevention and peace over panic and worry. And that's what these 6 habits do. Taking the extra time needed can change your dog's life. That's all there is to it. And if you just are joining us, we are going through the 6 habits of the high vibe dog mama. And I have a story at the end about a dog that couldn't climb the stairs until I changed with a supplement. And within a week, there was massive improvement. So stay with me. So with these 6 habits, how many of them do you currently have in place and it's part of your daily routine? Let me know in the comments. And let me know which one or 2 that maybe you're not doing. Because I said there's usually 3 that people are omitting, and all of them build the foundation for a high vibe dog, for prevention over panic. So let me ask you this. Why is consistency the habit behind all habits? Here's what I want you to understand about these 6 habits. None of them are dramatic. None of them require hours of time in a day, and none of them really cost a fortune. Swapping up the food and the cleaning products a little bit, but the cost of not doing it far outweighs than doing it. So what they require is consistency. That's it. That's what these 6 habits require. Doing them every single day, not perfectly, but just consistently. Not once, but every single day. And over time, you start noticing changes in your dog, and you start not noticing anything because your dog is healthy and happy. It's called the compound effect. Of these 6 habits, the compound effect builds over time. Done consistently is dramatically more powerful than any single intervention done occasionally. And it's definitely more effective than panic mode at the vet, triage, trying to clean up a mess. Prevention is not a moment, it is a practice. High vibe dog mamas do not wait for a crisis to implement these habits. She makes them automatic. Just like she brushes her teeth and her dog's teeth, she makes sure that these 6 habits are done daily. And her dog's health reflects it and reflects that consistency. So which of these 6 habits do you think have the biggest impact for your dog? If you started it consistently every single day this week, which one do you think would have the most impact with your dog? Drop the number in the comments, 1 through 6. Thank you. Now, let's go over, I want to talk about Panda. Because, man, he was an amazing dog. Such a powerful, such a beautiful creature. Panda is the dog was the dog of my neighbor. He's a large sheepadoodle, black and white, beautiful. And I love my neighbor. She's pretty cool. She is a wonderful dog mama across most things. And she was already feeding them really good food. And she was conscious, and I was educating her on the environment of him. So she had that part down right. But she was very conventional when it came to his health and everything else. Always at the vet, pharmaceuticals for everything. Natural options were not really on her radar. She didn't think about it. She didn't think it was that big a deal to keep up with it. And I had gently nudged her for quite some time about her cleaning products in her environment. And she wasn't quite ready to do everything. She had a cleaning lady, so she didn't do it technically, even though it was being done. Since then, that has changed for many reasons. But Panda then, he was a big dog. He started having hip problems, serious hip problems. And he was young, honestly. And he couldn't even climb the stairs. And she has a home with stairs to get between level to level. So he would cry and he couldn't even get up and down the stairs. He did not go for walks. He didn't like going for walks because he would cry. And he definitely did not like going to the dog park. And the vet was trying to put him on something. Nothing was working, and he was getting worse. And so I told her about the supplement. and natural. It was all natural, specifically formulated for bones, ligaments, and muscles. Specifically, it had MSM and collagen and other supportive compounds specifically for these problems. I know this because both Thule and I were taking it. She was taking it for preventative care, and I was taking it to heal stuff. So we knew what it was all about. It wasn't a quick fix. It wasn't designed for that, and it wasn't pharmaceutical. So it was an option. Hey, it's available. It can't hurt. And it helps maintain your body structure. And I was telling her that. And so she was skeptical, but she didn't know what else to do. So she agreed to try it. And 1 week after she got the bottle and was giving it to Panda, and I can be honest with you, I'm not even sure she was giving it to him at the right dosages, but she was giving it to him every single day. And usually, probably about a week and a half, he was out playing again. Up and down the stairs, no problem. In and out, playing at the park, no problems whatsoever. And she could not believe it. She sent me a text message with him. He's going up and down the stairs. I can't believe it. She became one of my most dedicated supplement advocates because of that specific supplement. And it gave him that consistency, and it helped the pain, reduced the pain, and it helped those areas. And it just worked. That's all it did. It just worked. And as long as he had it and was taking it, he was mobile, he was moving, he was comfortable, and he was his joyful self. And that's what makes it just amazing when you see your dog happy again. And here's the part, it's too funny, that makes me laugh still. She became so diligent about wiping the dog's paws after every walk that one day she called me out even on being consistent enough in my own self because I would get lagged with it. So she was doing the paw wipes, she was on the supplement, she was doing all of this, and she's like, "Hey, do you not realize?" And it really surprised me, and it made me think about that myself. I'm like, how often do we just not think about something and forget it? And hey, it even happens to me. So that's something that can make an absolute massive difference in your dog's life. Consistency. And what is the saying? The student becomes the teacher. She was right. It's so true. And that's what happens when the habits take over and they start working, and you start working them consistently. They become part of who you actually are. Now with me, I don't even think twice about it. It's just done. I know almost, I can look at dog foods, I can look at anything and know just by the brand mostly what's in the food, how it's prepared, and what ingredients are not supposed to be in there. And that's pretty good to be able to do that. So did Panda's story surprise you? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Does your dog struggle with hip and joint stuff? Are you giving them supplements? Do you give your animals supplements? These are important questions to ask yourself. And how can we do better? That's the idea. How can we do better? They trust us with their lives, and they give us nothing but unconditional love always. The least we can do is give them nutritious food, a clean environment, products that's used on and in them that are healthy, and a positive you. That is the key. With that said, how about we go over a few questions? Can dogs really take the same supplements as humans? I'm sure you're wondering about that. Got that question a couple times. Some yes, some no. It depends on the supplement itself. It also depends on the manufacturer and the ingredients. All of these different things play a key role in what it is. And the dosages will change as well. That will also change. So Ningxia Red and Ningxia Greens are products that both Thule and I used, and among others as I went through the list. And I have an actual protocol set up. So if that's something that you're interested in, or you're like, what's in that? Shoot Thule in the comments and I will send you over that complete protocol. Happy to go over it with you as well. But both of us used it quality matters enormously. It is the number one thing. And for my own use and for my own recommendations, I only use Young Living products, and those are the only products that I will ever recommend because I don't trust anything else out there, plain and simple. So DM me all, ALL, and I will share much more about the protocol itself. My dog, here's another question. My dog has joint issues. Is BLM safe? Answer is absolute. BLM is a natural supplement. It's not a pharmaceutical at all. So it contains, as I said, MSM, type 2 collagen, and other supporting compounds. Now, I'm not a vet, so I can't give you medical advice, but I can tell you that the supplement works and it is all holistic ingredients. So it's not going to harm your animal in any way whatsoever. It's just you adjust the dosage depending on the animal and the size. Take the human dosage and at least cut it in half. But if you are concerned about that, again, text me and we can see what's going on and go from there. All I know mostly about this is that I've given it to so many dogs. Panda was only a one example, but I've given it to people from many issues, and it has always helped 100% of the time. So, but it's up to you fully. Now, how do I start if I can only do one or two habits right now? Just start. Just start. Start slow. Start easy. Start with the food, honestly, the quality of the food, and then wiping their paws when you come inside. Take them out and then wipe their paws when you come inside. Food, because it's the foundation of everything. And paw wiping, because it's the easiest daily habit that will immediately impact your dog's life. And it costs virtually nothing or nothing if you use a washcloth. So that's an easy win too. And it's all built on top of that from there, one at a time, one at a time. So DM me or comment all, and I will send you the 4-part, 4-pillar audit that will help you work through where you're good on and where you need support on so that you know what you need to start with first. So comment all, and I will send you the 4-pillar audit. These are important options for you and your dog to live a more vibrant, preventative, holistic life. Now, here's one more question I got. It is what wipes do you use for paws? As I said, you can do a couple things. Seedlings wipes or thieves wipes by Young Living, or the easiest thing you can do is just take a washcloth, keep it wet near the front door, and spray them down with, I put a little thieves or purification in it, and it cleans the paws really easy. So whatever basically you want to do, as long as it's gentle on the pads, and these are, and no synthetics whatsoever. And it's designed so if your dog licks it or anything like that, it's not going to be an issue. It's not going to cause any health issues with them whatsoever. So that's positive, especially the water and that. So that's easy as well. No synthetic fragrances, none whatsoever, and no harsh chemicals. Look at the ingredients. If you can't read it, doesn't need to be there. So 6 habits every day. Not perfectly by any means, but consistently. These are the keys. 6 habits done every day, not perfectly, but consistently. That is what prevention looks like. And that is what a high vibe dog lifestyle looks like. That's where it all begins. DM me the word all, ALL, and I'll send you the 4-pillar audit. It takes about 10 minutes to fill it out, and it will give you a good idea of exactly what holes you have in your wellness program with your dog, and honestly, your own. and it'll get you a good start right off the bat. So, and these 6 habits are already covered inside that. What the idea is it'll just show you the gaps, and so that's positive. So that way you at least know where to begin. So thank you so much. And next week we'll close out July, and I'm going to do making some major changes on some of the content, but we're going to see how that's going to roll out. Got some news and some different things coming. Thank you so much for being here. And I appreciate everything, all the views, all the watching. It matters so much to me. So we're going to actually go over what's possible next week too, and just give you a lot more tutorials and stuff. So thank you so much. And remember, always create something magnificent with your pup. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next live. Ciao for now.